All right, so hey, people of God, this is Rashana V back with On My Way Up movement, and I'm back with an awesome word. So, people of God, I wanted to talk about something. A lot of the times, we always have heard or we hear that it's a demonic attack or that it's demonic when while we're praying, all of a sudden we get sleepy, right? We're taught that that's demonic, that's evil. But I want to share with you some accounts where that's not always the case. Sometimes that is an invitation to revelation, okay, or divine intervention. If you read the book of Daniel, Daniel 8:18, Daniel will tell you that upon an angelic visitation, he was in a deep sleep, okay? He'll tell you the same thing again in Daniel 10, verses 9, okay? Then Apostle Paul will also have a trance-like encounter, okay? A half-conscious, where he's in a half-conscious state in Acts 22, verses 17, okay? I have personally had an experience while I was praying, falling into a deep sleep and receiving a vision. In my particular instance, I saw me pulling gold thread out of my eyes. I still wonder what that means, but it happened, and I knew that it was spiritual, okay? And there's times now that when I find myself falling into like a deep sleep, like let's say I entered in prayer and I wasn't sleepy at all, and then all of a sudden I just completely nod off, I embrace it, okay? Now there are times that is just sleep, okay? And if you nod off and you don't see or have a vision, then just continue in prayer, okay? But let's say, okay, what if you're missing out on an encounter? What if you're missing out on an invitation? Okay, what if you're missing out on a warning from God? In Acts 22, verses 17, God put him in a trance. He fell into a trance, so God could warn him that he was about to be killed. Okay, that people were coming after him and to move along, to move around. Okay, so this was for him to save his life. Okay, with Daniel, it was angelic visitation because he needed answers in his prayer. Okay, he needed his faith strengthened. He needed some direction. He needed some encouragement. Okay, and so he sought the Lord. Okay, so people of God, when you get sleepy in prayer, don't always count it out. Don't always dismiss it. Don't always fight it off. Okay, I want you to give it a chance. Okay, the next time that you go into prayer and you find yourself just nodding completely off out of nowhere, and you're like, wow, because that's when I've had some of my most powerful visions. Okay, they were personal, but they were powerful for me. They were answers, okay? They were direction, they were clarity, they were able to, encourage me, okay? And put joy back into my spirit at a time where I may have felt sapped of energy or strength, okay? And that's the case also with Daniel. Daniel will share with us in chapters 8 and 10 when he had, his encounters. Both encounters strengthened him. An angel literally touched him and he was strengthened. Now, I won't go as far as say an angel touched me, but I'm just saying the vision in itself that I may have had, okay, it strengthened me and encouraged me. It revived me, okay, gave me a new vigor. And so, I want you all to give it a chance. There's a lot of things that we grew up, that we were grown up to believe that was not always correct. It was actually religiosity speaking, or just fear of the unknown, or just lack of knowledge, ignorance, okay? But when you read the word of God for yourself, you will find, that a lot of those things actually occurred in the Bible aren't evil, aren't demonic, and are the will of God, like trances, okay? And trances happen via in a half-conscious state. You're half asleep, if not sleep all the way. If you sleep all the way, then it's a dream, okay? But in prayer, sometimes you're half conscious. I found that in my 2 a.m. prayers, this happens, quite often, maybe because it's just the hour, maybe it's because I have just woken up from a sleep, I don't know. But I find that I have really powerful visions when I'm half conscious, and I encourage you, because this is the time that Hosea has said, the book of Hosea has said, that God will be pouring out his spirit. Visions, dreams, okay, will be upon old men and young people, okay? And that includes you and everybody in between, And so don't always dismiss the sudden sleepiness and count it or credit it to, demonic. You know, we give the devil a lot of credit, sometimes way too much. Sometimes that is an invitation from God. So people of God, I hope that this bless you. Go back and read Daniel chapter 8 verses 18, Daniel chapter 10 verses 9, and read Acts chapter 22 verse 17. And you'll see that the sleepiness or the trance that you find yourself, falling into when you're praying is an invite from God. So people, please like, subscribe, share, comment, tell me what you think about my content, and I'll be back with another word. Y'all have a good one.